fine lace of Belgian export since the 16th century, has uncommon quality. Perhaps matched only by the brilliance of world-famous Belgian diamonds. Today we'll focus on gems of another kind, Olympic gymnasts, in particular Daniela Silivas of Romania, a dazzling performer who won 3 individual gold medals at the Olympic Games last summer. And the Soviet Union's Svetlana Boguinskaia, another rising star who is also solid gold in Seoul. This is Exhibition Hall in Brussels on the grounds where the 1958 World's Fair was held. And this is the European Women's Gymnastics Championships. Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Adamley along with Kathy Rigby-McCoy. And you know, Kathy, these gymnastics championships are the first major competition since the Olympic Games last summer in Seoul, Korea. And with that in mind, athletes from the 2 top teams in the world, Romania and the Soviet Union, will meet again in head-to-head competition. And today, the all-around title is at stake.
And, Mike, to win the all-around competition, to be considered the best on all 4 events, is a true measure of excellence for a gymnast, especially at a competition of this importance. This is the premier event leading into the World Championships. Now, with the retirement of Olympic champion Elena Shushanova, this meet could provide the opportunity to see a classic duel between Daniela Silivas from Romania and Svetlana Boguinskaia from the Soviet Union.
The all-around title is determined by the total number of points scored in each of 4 events, the vault, the uneven parallel bars, the balance beam, and the floor exercise.
Now, the standings after the first rotation reflect this Soviet-Romanian duel. Knowing Boguinskaia was Olympic gold medalist on this event, Daniela Silivas wanted to ace this Yurchenko full twisting vault. Now, with such stiff competition, she needs the momentum right from the beginning.
Daniela scored 9.975, good enough to move her into first place.
Also performing the same vault, Boguinskaia exploded off the horse with great flair, but couldn't quite land as solid. Now, due to the luck of the draw, Silivas and Boguinskaia follow each other throughout the competition, which makes it that much more pressuring for both.
This is the second rotation, and you are looking at the Soviet Union's Olga Strageva in the vault.
And she really nails that Yurchenko full twisting vault. It's especially important. She had a knee injury during the 1988 Seoul Olympic Games. They carried her off the floor, but she's come back strong. And one of her greatest assets is she has tremendous upper body strength, and you'll see that as she leads the horse. Look how high she is, and she lands so solidly.
Olga scored 9.925 for a 2-event total of 19.812. The Biersill Castle dates back to the 13th century, and yes, it comes with a drawbridge. Inside a more modern structure, Exhibition Hall, competition underway in the second rotation. This is Romania's Daniela Silivas on the uneven parallel bars.
And Danielle's style has always been to go for broke, no holds barred. She isn't a cautious performer.
Daniela won the gold medal in Seoul, Korea in this event, scoring perfect 10s throughout the entire competition. She needs, Kathy, a 9.838 to overtake Olga Strageva of the Soviet Union.
She has a big move coming up here. It's a reverse hack now. Her coach doesn't touch her, but he is there for safety purposes. Danielle has impeccable form. She doesn't give away points for form breaks or poor technique. And as required, her uneven bar composition is really diversified. Now watch this mount one more time. You can see that she gets great height on this front somi with a half twist and really lands it very well.
Daniela scored 9.962. Next up on the uneven bars, the Soviet Union's Svetlana Boguinskaia. And even though she is a star, she is accorded no special treatment. She has to carry her own bags like the rest of her Soviet teammates. There's, of course, always constant hard work and preparation. When training is not filling up her day, well, there's the perfunctory press conference under the watchful eye of her coach. Still, there's time for a few smiles and other diversions like shopping. And earlier, Kathy had a chance to talk to the talented 16-year-old and asked her about her hectic schedule and if there's any chance to relax.
There's no time for rest. I should be preparing always.
And Kathy, I'm sure her coach would like that statement. A woman of few words, but she is a terrific gymnast and very, very dedicated, obviously.
Well, as we have found, Svetlana is very intense, no nonsense, hard-working attitude. And that certainly has helped her to quietly rise to the top of the ladder in gymnastics. And beautiful reverse hecht over that top bar. Such clean form. Very good swing, just what the judges are looking for. And by gymnastics standards, she's tall, but it doesn't seem to hamper her swing at all, or her speed. Here's a great view of the hands really working the bars, helping with balance and timing. There's a tremendous amount of friction on the hands as you whip 90 to 100 pounds around that bar. It takes a long time to build up calluses tough enough to deal with it, and she doesn't even wear protective hand guards.
Boguinskaia scored 9.950, and that moves her into second place behind Daniela Silivas. But right now, we're looking at Henrietta Onodi. She is competing on the balance beam. This is still the second rotation, and she's really one of the exciting young gymnasts in the world, just 15 years old.
It's always exciting to walk into an event like this and see someone with the potential to be a world beater. Onodi has difficulty, style, personality, and she really captures the imagination of the crowd. Now, she has some work to be done, some form problems in different places, but so far on this event, right now, she's moving very well. Beautiful tumbling run. Slight break there, but the difficulty is enormous.
2 years ago, when Henrietta first competed in the American Cup at the age of 13, she stood only 4 feet tall. Now she's a towering 4'7".
I have to think that Henrietta's size gives her a bit of an advantage here in that she has such tiny feet, and the balance beam will seem a little wider than 4 inches wide. Here's the required full turn, a little bit flat with her foot on that. Obviously, toes pointed and straight legs are the requirements on every move, except when purposely bent. All those tiny little bobbles that you see do count, but there'll be time to make that up. Great talent here. On this innovative tumbling series, it's really important that Henrietta keep her body completely centered over that balance beam, even while twisting.
Henrietta scored 9.875, and that puts her into 4th place. So after 2 rotations, the standings look like this. Silivas and Boguinskaia still won 2. Olga Strageva from the Soviet Union has moved into 3rd. And a look at the historic monument outside of Brussels, the famous battle site. This is where Napoleon met his Waterloo.
Wrigley McCoy for the conclusion of the European Women's Gymnastics Championships.
Competition underway here at the European Women's Gymnastics Championships. This is the 3rd rotation, and you're looking at Olga Strageva, the Soviet Union. She has just waved to the judges. She is ready to go here at the uneven parallel bars.
And she mounts as if she shot out of a cannon. We've talked about her incredible power. On this particular event, she shows great strength. Look at the release moves. There's another one, a Ginger, right over the low bar. Great flair. And you'll see once again coming up, another release move, a reverse heck way above that top bar. You don't get much better than this. And her double flyaway, great exercise.
As you mentioned earlier, the thing that sets Olga apart, Kathy, her great power.
Now, these moves are difficult to just execute, but to add that maximum openness and swing is really to be rewarded. Watch this. She does a clear hip. Not only does she shoot to the top bar, but she adds a little extra arm movement there. Flair.
And listen to the crowd. A perfect 10 for Olga Strageva, the first one given out here in these championships for women in Brussels. Broadcasters from all over Europe are in attendance. Their eyes will next be riveted on the leader after 2 rotations, Romania's Daniela Silivas, perhaps the finest all-around female gymnast in the world. Just one short summer and a hairstyle ago, Silivas captured 3 individual gold medals in the Olympic Games in Seoul, Korea. In 1987,